Good morning. Today we're going to be taking a 14-pound turkey. We're going to be spatchcocking it and preparing it to smoke on the smoker today. What I've done so far today is I've taken it out of the package. I've rinsed it off. I removed the turkey neck, the giblets, the little temperature popper outer, and then the plastic piece that's holding the legs together. So what I'm going to start out with doing first is I'm going to be cutting off the turkey tail back here. So in order to do this, I'm just using a pair of scissors, good kitchen scissors, removing it. I'm going to set it off to the side. We're not going to be using it for our cook today. Then spatchcocking the turkey is where you actually go through and you're removing the backbone of the turkey. And what this does, it allows it to lay out flat, cook evenly, and speed up the cooking process. So basically all we need to do is we're going to take where the backbone is. We're going to draw a line across on each side of it. We're going to be cutting it through there. So in order to do this, I'm going to be using, again, the kitchen shears to remove this. We're going to remove the backbone from the back. We're just going to take our shears. We're going to try to follow this line that we cut down. You're going to be hearing the bones crunching. And that's what it is. You're cutting the bones from the ribs and through the back, making it so we're going to be able to open it up. Now, there's going to be some areas it's going to be hard to cut, and that's where you're going to use your knife to get it through. So I'm going to go through and start cutting on both sides to make the process a little bit easier here. I'm going to turn it around, and that was from the tail end. I'm going to turn it around and hit it from the neck end up. What I have is sitting on a wire rack here. That way all the juices and the blood will fall into the pan where the turkey's not going to be sitting in it or getting it all over the counter. You're just going to continue cutting this to remove it. If you need to, you can use a knife to assist it. Just make sure you have a good thick knife or strong, sharp knife as you're cutting it through. There's one side has been cut. This is the bone. This is coming through here on the breastbone as well. We're going to continue cutting this. Probably be using a knife, as it seems to be working better on this turkey. So there, what we actually have is the backbone being removed. So now what we can do is, as you can see, this is going to be able to allow it to open up. Now there is also down through here, I'm going to remove some of this excess skin on here. Inside here you have the wishbone. What we need to do on this is we just need to take our knife, kind of score it a little bit. Then we can take the turkey, flip it back the other way. We can lay it flat on here. Give it a little pop down. And then on this here, we're going to take the wings. We're just going to fold them back for the cooking process. That way the ends don't get burned up. Same thing on the other side. And then these legs, the legs and the thighs are going to lay like that. So what we have here, instead of a turkey that's sitting 8 to 12 inches up off the bottom, it's a flat surface where the cooking air can come through and to cook it evenly. Okay, next what we're going to be doing is we're going to be injecting the turkey. What we're going to be using, we're going to be making the injection ourselves. We have some chicken broth, about a cup of it. We're going to be using a stick of butter. We're going to be using about a quarter tablespoon of lime. We're going to be using some garlic powder, some hot pepper, and then some salt. We're going to be mixing it together, which I have already mixed it together here. We'll have to stick it in the microwave to get it warmed up, to get it melted, the butter, and mix it thoroughly. Next, we're going to inject the turkey with the mixture that we have made up with the injection mix. It's the aroma coming off this it smells great. I mean, it's just, you can smell the broth with the juice from the lime. What we're going to do now is we're going to dry off the turkey. Get this thing dried up throughout here. Now, typically when you do the injection, you want to inject it. They recommend anywhere from 3 to 12 hours before you start cooking the turkey. I'm a little short on time, so it's going to be a few hours. So in order to inject the turkey, I'm just going to use a simple injection syringe here. I'm going to start off by going into the chicken breast, stick it in there. As you can see, the injection is going in. The turkey is swelling up here. So I'm going to do this throughout the turkey. That way it allows the turkey to be juicy and flavorful during the cooking process without drying out. I finished with the injection. Next up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to coat it with some olive oil before I start doing the seasoning. What the olive oil is going to do is it's going to allow the turkey skin, I should say, to dry out, be a little bit crispy, and also allow the seasoning to adhere to it during the cooking process. So all I'm doing is doing a light brushing to coat the olive oil on. Obviously, oil is also going to allow it to remain juicy, not dry out during the cooking process. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this coating of this olive oil throughout the thighs, the legs, the wings, and of course the chicken breast, because the chicken breast is typically what does get dried out a little bit more than the rest of the thighs, the legs. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this throughout. Okay, for the seasoning, we're going to be applying some Meat Church, the gospel rub on it. And then we're going to go behind and give a little dusting with salt and pepper as well. So to apply this on here, we're just going to coat it, give a quick little dusting with the rub. And then once we're done applying all this, we're going to stick it in the refrigerator until I get the smoker up to temperature and ready, which will be in a few hours. I plan on getting the turkey on in about another 2.5 hours. So we're going to apply this on here, going to give it a good coating, give it a good coloring, allow that flavor from the seasoning to cover throughout. So once this is on, which we have all that applied, we're just going to come on with a very, very, very light with the salt. Obviously, you want to be careful not to apply too much salt on there, where it's going to be too salty to eat. And then you're going to come in and also give it a little dusting with the black pepper. That's part of the Texas barbecue. We're from Texas, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a smoked Texas turkey Thanksgiving. So now I have the smoker is getting up to temperature. Right now we're sitting around about 260, which is pretty much where I want. I want around 250 to 275. What I'm using is charcoal as the heat source, and then the wood also as a supplemental heat source, and also for the smokiness, the smoke flavor. I'm about to go grab the turkey and get it on right now. My cameraman doesn't want to come out here. It's been raining all morning. It started coming up on our porch, so I'm out here trying to move furniture around, create as much space as I can. Anyways, I'll be right back with the bird and get it on. Okay, so what I did is, so you see the temperature right now it's pushing close to 300. But what I did, I went ahead and got the bird sitting on here. It's laying nice and flat. I got the the drumsticks, the feet pointing towards the smoke box over here. So as it's gonna come across the smoke, and then it's gonna work itself up through the chimney. That way the turkey can get that good flavor in. Um, every time I keep opening and closing the door, the temperature is dropping. So I'm about to get a temperature probe is going in here. One inside the turkey breast is one on the grill, so I can get a good temperature going. Anyways, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I went ahead. I got one of the probe just laying across the grate right there, so I get a temperature of it, and then the other one is actually probed inside the the turkey breast. It's actually in the deepest, thickest part. That way, once it gets to 160, 165, I'm going to go ahead and take it off. The temperature will continue to rise as I take it off. But anyways, that's where we're at right now. All right, now the turkey's been on the smoker for about an hour now. We can see the color starting to come in. Temperature is coming up. The probe is reading at 90 already. It's gone from, I think it was like around 50 degrees up to 90 already in the hour. So it probably has another 2 hours, maybe possibly 3 hours. And there I have a Dutch oven, cast iron that I'm seasoning on here. I'm going to be making some smoked macaroni and cheese here in a bit as well. So anyways, just a quick update. That's how we're looking so far. The turkey's been on for about 2.5, almost 3 hours. The temperature of the turkey right now is at 135. The smoker's running right around 275 degrees. So I got I'm making some smoked macaroni and cheese here. You can see that turkey's looking really nice. I'm going to put this macaroni and cheese on here. It's going to need about an hour to finish cooking. About as much time as the turkey needs to. I'm going to grab some aluminum foil like I put on the drumsticks here to keep them from burning. I'm going to do the same thing with the chicken wings. That way the wings don't get all dried out. With the turkey wings. Everything's looking good. I'll be back probably in about 45 minutes to check on it again. All right, we are about 3.5 hours into the cook. You can see the turkey is looking really nice. The coloring on it. I'm trying to cover it up a little bit here because I'm trying to cover it up a little bit because don't want it to get too dark on me. One of the problems that I'm having though is I'm fighting this weather out here. It's windy. It's been raining all day. Water's been coming up all the way up here down to my porch. So I'm still fighting. I'm hanging in there. Right now the turkey temperature is at 142. So we probably have maybe about another hour left on it. All right, I'll be checking in back later. All right, the turkey's done. It's reading a temperature right now 163. It was 160 when I took it off. Temperature is going to continue to rise as it rests a little bit. It looks amazing. Can't wait to try it. Thank you.